What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another video. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. Hope everybody's going to have a great weekend today. I told you a couple of videos ago that I was going to be doing like a bold predictions video type of series. The first one I did was Saquon Barkley winning the NFL rushing title. I don't know how bold that was. There's a good possibility that he does this. This one's obviously a much more bold prediction that Baker Mayfield is going to win the 2019 MVP in the NFL because you got your regular favorites every year, your Drew Breeses, your Tom Brady's, your Aaron Rodgers, guys like Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, and of course Pat Mahomes, who won it last year. They all have opportunities to win this thing. They're probably the favorites to win because they're on really good teams, and if you're on a really good team, you got a good chance to win the MVP because remember, guys, the MVP is voted on before the playoffs start, so it doesn't matter how you do in the playoffs. It's already decided. It's based on the regular season. I give it to Baker Mayfield because if you look at the talent around him, man, he's got Jarvis Landry there, one of the best receivers in the game. He had 81 catches last year, almost 1,000 yards. They had a rookie in Antonio Callaway who had a nice season. He had 5 touchdowns. And David Njoku really had a nice coming out year with 4 touchdowns and 56 receptions. And you had Nick Chubb, who averaged over 5 yards a carry and he had almost 1,000 yards on the ground and 8 touchdowns in the rookie season. Both Callaway and Nick Chubb, they've got a year under their belt. They're acclimated to the speed, and, they're ready to rock and roll. And then, of course, you add one of the top 3 receivers in the league and Odell Beckham to the mix, and now you have another incredible weapon to go with Baker Mayfield, who can do things himself on the run with the arm, whatever. He threw 27 touchdown passes in 14 games last year, and he was 7-7 as a Browns starter. Well, not as a starter. He was 7-7. He came in for Tyrod Taylor and led the comeback against the Jets. Got that W. He doesn't go on his record because he didn't start the game, but Baker Mayfield won 7 games. And when's the last time Cleveland had anybody that went 7-7? Baker Mayfield is the real deal. I love this kid, and the reason that I think the win, you look at the amount of talent around Baker Mayfield. Now, it could be a combustible locker room. And let's not forget, I also forgot they added Kareem Hunt, who's going to miss 8 games, but he can come back. They have such a multitude of weapons, does Cleveland. And I think they're going to win the AFC North. I really do. I don't think they're going to get past the divisional round. They're a young team. I don't think they're ready to take on a team of veteran leadership like the Patriots. And again, I've talked about how coaching plays such a big part in the playoffs. I don't think Kitchens is ready to battle guys like Andy Reid. Even though Andy Reid struggles in the playoffs, I think Andy Reid would outcoach Freddie Kitchens. I think Bill Belichick would outcoach him. But Cleveland's definitely going in the right direction. And again, I think Baker Mayfield could throw 40 touchdowns this year. I really do. I think Baker Mayfield could have a huge season. I think Baker Mayfield is the exact type of quarterback that is needed for this Cleveland Browns team with all those big egos, because Baker Mayfield ain't going to be a pushover. Baker Mayfield's got an ego of his own. Baker Mayfield is that type of guy that'll get in your face, that'll let you know where it's at. Baker Mayfield is a leader. Baker Mayfield is a winner. That's what this kid was at Oklahoma. That's what he was in Cleveland last year. And the fact of the matter is that Cleveland has been bad for so long that if they do go 10-6, 11-5, they win the AFC North, and he does have a big season, which I think he will. I think he's going to get a lot of sentiment votes to win the MVP, saying, wow, when's the last time Cleveland was any good? This kid in his second year led Cleveland to a division title, and look at the numbers he put up. I really do think that Baker Mayfield can definitely lead this Cleveland team to a really good season. Now, they have to get off to a good start because if they don't, obviously the personalities in that locker room, that could be very combustible. And they got a first-year head coach there. I don't know how well he's going to keep that team together, but that's what I love about Baker Mayfield is that Baker Mayfield, even though he's only in his second year, is a take-charge type of guy. He can take charge of the locker room. He can take charge of the players. He's not going to be pushed around by an Odell Beckham or a Jarvis Landry. He's not going to put up with that stuff. He'll stand up for himself, and he'll let you know who the leader of the team is. And I felt like he took that leadership role very well in his rookie season. And now that he's got a year under his belt, and again, they add Odell Beckham, they add Kareem Hunt, I just feel like Cleveland's offense is so good that they got so many weapons that if Baker Mayfield does what I think he can do, and that's throw upwards of 40 touchdowns, then I really do believe that he can win the MVP in this league. Again, because Cleveland hasn't won in so long. And I think that even if a guy like Pat Mahomes does have better numbers, or a guy like Tom Brady has better numbers, or Aaron Rodgers has a big comeback season, I just feel like because Cleveland has been so bad for so long, and now all of a sudden there's a lot more excitement back in Cleveland with good reason, that, like I said, he'll get a lot of sentimental votes saying, let's give it to the guy in Cleveland. Let's give it to the kid that turned this whole franchise around in Baker Mayfield. So that's my bold prediction in this video. Baker Mayfield, Boomer Sooner, baby. He going to win the 2019 NFL MVP. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys. It is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!